So I'm thinking, what are you thinking about coaching her on to get her back to, you have like this vision, because she's caught in the nitty gritty right now, which like those details matter, but if you're not focused on those and you're focused on like, I'm doing this because I care about this, like you're completely right. I think what's happened is when things got tough, the vision went out the window.
No, I
so
mean,
what are you going to coach her on to get her back to focusing on that and not like all of these little details that will come if she changes her focus?
I strongly believe that the vision needs to be the foundation for all the work that we do. You know, we are giving CFUs and guided practice, all of this because of my vision, that we will not quit, which is their vision. I'm happy that today we actually have an entire session on revisiting vision and goals, because this is exactly what I'm going to bring up, not just in her classroom, but I've seen in other of my CM's classrooms as well, that vision is kind of, you know, taking the back seat, or whatever the phrase is, to nitty-gritty stuff, and it should be at the forefront always.
And you know what I noticed is that when I looked at the academic part of their vision, I feel like it wasn't strong enough to lead to like the outcomes that we would. It didn't meet the aspiration for what we would want to see in an 8th grade classroom. And so as they go into revisiting their vision and thinking that through, I'd really like to see them develop a stronger bar for like what should be happening in an 8th grade classroom.
Yeah, the one piece of academic thing that stood out to me in their vision that was like, okay, I feel like 8th graders should do that, is that they should be discussing and defending their opinions. Not once was there a discussion, not once was there any like opportunity to defend like opinions. That was the only part I saw in their vision of like evidence of, okay, this is actually something 8th graders should be executing at a fairly high level. To go along with Tanisha's point of like, I don't think that they really understand what 8th graders are supposed to be doing in a class. Yeah. So
Okay.
So if we're thinking, if we're thinking about this is internal use only. If we're thinking, I can't take you seriously either. If we're thinking about then,
so the reason is we really wanted to.
What do we, the next time you walk in that room, what do you want students doing? What do you want students doing the next time you walk in the room?
Engagement. I mean, I don't want to see arms inside of shirts. I want to see them raising their hands, like clamoring to participate. I want to hear them using language that fosters discussion. And there are some techniques that I can instruct Sally on to give to her students that's gonna build that higher academic bar for students.
I agree with all of those things, but I think especially with like beginning teachers, it's really important that we like are articulating